Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. My name is Nikki for those of you who are new here, and for those of you who aren't, welcome back. Dropping stuff already. Alright, so today we're going to be doing this look right here. I wanted to give you guys a preview even though I'm like starting off with a fresh face. So I actually just filmed yesterday I think, I filmed another video for my beginner series, and it was a how to cover up stuff on your face, basically pimples and texture and stuff like that. And actually that was 2 days ago. The rash that I had is pretty much gone now, which is great. But now this guy has surfaced, and I mentioned it in the video and then I like cut it out, but I have bruising right here. Like I went shooting and it was like one of those bigger guns, and the scope hit the top of my head, and it didn't hit a lot and it didn't hurt hard, or didn't hit that hard. But then shortly after, like what, it's been almost a week now, and now is when I have the bruising from it. So it's like yellow right here and here. I also think it's strange because the scope didn't actually hit me here, but I guess like the blood drained this way. Today is going to be a Thanksgiving inspired situation. Something really soft on the eyes, bold lip. I love like a really dark vampy lip for this time of year, so we're gonna do that. I've already moisturized my skin, and we're gonna go ahead and jump in with some primer. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. If you guys know, you know this has been a staple in my collection since it came out. Okay, like I literally almost never switch up this primer, and when I do, it's mostly for my videos. But like if I go somewhere, or if I'm gonna do like makeup that I know I like want photographed or anything, I always use this primer or the matte one. So next I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. Again, a staple. This primer combo for me is like 10 out of 10, one of my favorites. I love it so much. I find that it just works really well for my skin, and it looks really pretty with pretty much any makeup I decide to do. So the one thing about this primer though is that it does feel like literally almost hair gel, and you want to make sure it kind of dries enough before you pop it in with your foundation, because if it looks like this, it's a little bit too dewy still. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna jump into foundation. Okay, so let's just ignore my hair in today's video. It's literally just in a bun. Hopefully by the end of the video I will be able to have done something with it. We'll see. But now I'm gonna go ahead and put some foundation on. I have been trying to go and dip into my other foundations that I really love, but honestly one of my absolute favorites is the Superstay 24-hour foundation from Maybelline. It is the shade 128 Warm Nude. Love, love, love this foundation. It is so good. And I'm also going to take that on a little bakey sponge. This one is, oh no, sorry, this is the Hailey's Beauty sponge. So this sponge actually looks just like the bakey ones that they sell on Amazon for like a pack of 4 for like $5. So I was going to spot conceal, but I just realized that I totally skipped over that step. And honestly, that's fine, because like I even said it in my beginner video about covering stuff up, is that like when you use a foundation, for example, like this one that is so full coverage, it will cover just about anything up. And the only reason I even really use concealer or anything like that is because I'm just trying to like brighten my face. I don't even need the coverage, because like this foundation, it does it. Okay, so I have a little tiny teeny story time to tell you guys while I just finish this up real quick. By the way, this story is a little gory, so just a little bit of a warning. Okay, so I was just in the shower before this video. It was probably the worst shower I have ever taken in my life. I know that might sound completely dramatic, but it's like I have no other words to describe this experience other than just like traumatizing. Okay, so first, as soon as I get in the shower, my husband's razor falls on my foot, and like you know how your foot has like your little ankle, that like the side of your ankle basically, where there's like a bone that kind of pokes out. Well, the razor fell and like shaved off that entire little bone section right there. So that was horrific for me. Okay, there was like a white like spot where it had like taken off my skin, and I was freaking out. You could like see just like a white spot of my skin that was completely gone. And then I'm like, okay, so I call my husband, and he comes to like basically like get me a band-aid because I'm in the shower, and like I was freaking out. And so then he brings me a band-aid, and I like, as soon as I get out of the shower, the blood just starts like gushing out my leg. And then so like I'm like, okay, I'm a trooper, like I have to shower, I have to wash my hair, I have things to do. Get back in the shower with the band-aid on, and I keep my leg elevated. Okay, so then shortly after that, I'm trying to put some shampoo in my hand, and I have like one that has a pump on it, like the shampoo bottle has a pump, which I hate the like packaging of this one, but I'm like, okay, like I'm trying to do it. And for some reason I was like holding it like this because it's a pretty large bottle, and I like the pump like shot up and like hit my chin, hit my lip. It was so annoying. And then I was like, okay, that hurt, but like whatever, moving on. And then shortly after that, I get that shampoo in my eye. Yeah, by the time I got out of the shower, I was in the worst mood. And then like I called my mom just to like, I don't know, have like a mom to talk to basically, you know? I'd be like, oh my god, this sucked. Basically just to like complain about my day. And my mom was asleep and didn't answer and I was so sad. That's like my mini little story time about how crap my shower was. Okay, so I'm also gonna go in with the Hailey's Beauty setting powder right now. Just gonna make sure not to set those creases. Okay, so then for the rest of my face, I'm actually gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, just because like I want to set the rest of my face with a powder, but I don't want it to be like super mattifying. So I'm just gonna go with this. Okay, so I'm all set. Next I'm gonna just jump in with some bronzer. I'm probably gonna speed through this. You guys have seen me do like I think my bronzer routine so many times. So I'm actually taking my bronzer a little bit higher on my cheekbone. Normally I kind of like concentrate the most darkness right here, but I'm kind of swooping it this way. I've been seeing a lot of people do it. The first time I saw it was on a TikTok, and then Jaclyn Hill recently talked about it in her like most recent video. I've been kind of like mildly trying out the technique. I haven't like fully committed to it, I guess. So speaking of Jaclyn Hill, the inspiration for this video 100% comes from her most recent video. I actually saw somebody else do a similar look, but like it wasn't until I saw her video that I was like, okay, no, like I have to do this look for my channel. I'm gonna use the same highlight I've been using recently again. This was like a favorite that I like kind of fell off of, and now I'm back on it. This is the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlight. I'm still sick, by the way, you guys, so please bear with my freaking voice. I know I sound like out of breath probably because I barely can breathe, okay? It's not great, but the show must go on. So the reason that I like to highlight this portion of my face before doing my brows is because obviously like the highlight kind of gets into my brows a little bit, and I like kind of want to avoid glittery brows, maybe. Yeah, seems good. So I'm going to jump in and do my brows real quick and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are back in business. My brows are done and I just put some concealer on my lid. This is the Wet n Wild, their Photo Focus Concealer. I pretty much always use this one to do my eyes. I just find that it's like a good shade, and it's just a concealer that I've kind of like been consistently using on my eyes for a little while now. So bear with me. I'm going to just blend this out and carve out my brow bone. Okay, that's like a nice looking like little brow carve out situation. So I'm just gonna kind of press everything else, and I'm gonna go in with a bigger brush to just like disperse everything. Okay, so today we're actually gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill, the Volume 1 palette. So I actually got some requests when I did my video using her her Volume 2. I got some requests to use this one, and I understand why. Mine is so janky and beaten up. I mean, I've cleaned it many times, but she still gets dirty because like honestly I love her. I haven't used her in a long time, but I've used this palette so many times, and for a while there it was like my go-to everyday, every occasion palette. I actually used it on my wedding day. So yeah, I'm a huge fan. But basically I'm not going to set my concealer and we're just going to jump into eyeshadow. So part of the reason I love this palette is because she truly came out with some of the most beautiful like buffing and blending shades to ever exist in my opinion. So I'm going to go in, I always mix these two right here. This is Silk Cream and MFEO. And obviously like I've hit pan on MFEO, and I'm gonna just pop this into like not even my crease but like above my crease, up and out. I want like a really soft Bambi effect kind of eye. Yeah, like almost like a cat eye, because we're definitely gonna do some eyeliner today. But yeah, just something that really focuses the attention of the eye outward. Then before anything starts to crease, I normally like these two eyeshadows a whole lot, but I think that for this look, I'm just going to go in with like a face powder because I want to really brighten up the inner corner of my eye. I'm just going to use like a fluffy brush to do this. And those shades have a little bit too much like highlightness to them, but I don't want this portion of my eye to crease. And so I'm just going to take my face powder, and this depends on honestly like your skin tone. So for me, my face like powder is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. It works really good for this. But also if you're a little bit more deeper skin tone, obviously you're not going to want to use like your skin tone. You're going to want to use something a little bit lighter. So now that I've done that, I actually am going to take the shade and Light, which is like the one that's a little bit less metallic, and I'm going to run that just like slightly in the inner corner. You can see like it really like brightened it up compared to this eye. Like this one has like a little bit of shimmer there, and now it just added a little bit more light. I don't know if you can actually tell on camera. I'm not going in with a ton of product. I just kind of dip my brush in once and I'm swirling it around. Obviously this is totally up to you how much product you want to use here. I just really think that using less makes it like really subtle and pretty. So next I'm going to jump down and I'm going to jump into the shade Puder. And this is again going to go in this outer crease. I'm trying to keep the eyes really soft. So other than eyeliner, Puder is probably one of the darkest shades I'm going to use. And I'm just kind of like I first focused it on my crease, and now I'm kind of focusing it on this outer corner in circular motions with my brush. I'm kind of creating like a really soft V right here. And then of course, if you find that that's a little bit harsh, you can always go back in with your previous brush and blend out. The one thing I have to say about this look is that you want to make sure to not apply too much product. Really be meticulous and pick up product very slowly, because it's such a light look, if you apply too much, it's going to be really hard to get that product off. So just go lightly and it'll be fine. Okay, so now that we are here, I'm going to jump in with a like tiny little pencil brush, and I'm going to take not a black, but like one of these really dark deep brown shades down here. This is actually called Central Park. I'm gonna just kind of like loosely line the outer part of my eye. Not quite, because what I'm gonna do is still go with eyeliner, but this will give like kind of like a little bit of a smoky effect, even though my eyeliner goes on top. Today I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Major Matte Black Eyeliner. This is a felt tip liner, but it is super malleable, like if it was a brush tip. And basically I'm going to make the outer part of this wing thick, but the inner corner I'm going to keep it really, really tiny. Okay, so part of the reason I love this eyeliner is because it is so matte. So you can see it's still wet here, but it's going to dry completely matte, and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to quickly jump in and do my other eye, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to jump in. Oh, you guys, I just crossed my legs. This is normally how I sit. And I just sat on that cut. Oh my god. Oh, that was painful. And it was like a subtle pain, like ow, 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 ow. And then I was like, oh my god, that really hurt. Okay, so now I'm going to jump back into the palette. And I'm basically just going to run like a light brownie shade. Probably this one that I used earlier. Just like on my lower lash line to add a little bit of color. Again, the main goal here is to keep the eyes soft. So now I'm going to jump in with some mascara. One of my favorite mascaras right now is the L'Oreal. What? This is not L'Oreal. L'Oreal's way more expensive than this. This is the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I love like the applicator on it. So I'm going to pop some mascara and lashes on. Obviously, you guys can totally just use mascara. I just think that lashes will totally take this look to the next level and make it like really like lifted cat eye effect. Okay guys, so I picked out two pairs of lashes that I have had. Like I have like a little jewelry tray next to my desk, and I always set my lashes on that, and then I end up losing the packaging. But I think I know at least what one of these is. So they're both Ioni Lashes. I know it's like all I've been using, so I could definitely go for something a little bit more bold that flares outward. Obviously it's not like sitting well on my eye, but I also have this really natural lash from Ioni, so that's the other option. You know what? I want the eyes to be soft. I'm going to go with this one. This one is actually their holiday lash in the style Amelia. This was like their Halloween packaging. I still just have it, but didn't have the lash in it. So I'm going to pop some glue on these, and while the glue dries, we're going to go ahead and work on lips. Okay, so actually before moving into lips, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof, which is a waterproof eyeliner, and I'm going to tight line my eye only on the top, just to make sure that my lashes and everything and like my eyeliner looks connected and there's not like this white, well not white, like pink gap. Literally as soon as you put this stuff down, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't bleed, and like I have pretty watery eyes, and so like I'm constantly trying to find ways for my makeup not to bleed when I use black. So honestly it's a great product. Okay, so I have the weirdest lip situation here because I don't have like the exact color that I want to go for. I want to go for something berry but darker than this, and I actually don't even know if this is still available. I got it like maybe 2 years ago, so it's probably expired for sure, but I've only used it once, so hopefully it's fine. This is the Rimmel Showoff Lip Velvet in the shade Meteoric Matte. And then I also have, and especially if you just want to go with like a brown, I love this one. This will add the depth that I'm looking for. This is the Wet n Wild Caramel Cake, that's the shade, liquid lipstick. And then I'm also going to go in with a purple lip liner. This is the NYX lip liner pencil in the shade Deep Purple. So hopefully these three will like give me the combo that I'm looking for. Let's find out. Okay, we'll see how this goes, honestly. I'm actually very nervous right now. I'm like, oh my god, did I just totally ruin this makeup? So, okay, I'm going to try the Rimmel one first. Yeah, this color alone was not something I was going for, so actually this smells expired, so scratch that. Yeah, it has like that old makeup smell, if you know what I'm talking about, and it's in my mouth. I'm not trying to like, I don't know, have anything bad happen, but you guys kind of get the vibe I'm going for. So let's just see if this can like, maybe with the lip liner. Okay, so maybe with that purple lip liner underneath, this will hold the way I want it to. Okay, that's kind of doing what I want. So like if you really want like a purpley vampy almost black lipstick and you don't have that, you only have a brown, use a purple lip liner. Also, this is a really great formula for liquid lips and it's super affordable. Okay, you guys, I actually like did it. I didn't know how this lip was going to turn out, but that lip combo was poppin'. So basically all I did was exclude this and I just filled in my lips with the purple. So let's go in with some highlight and blush and all that good stuff. That kind of rhymed. Oh, also I pulled out this like shimmery bronzer from NYX. This is the California Beamin Bronzer in the shade the golden one, and I wanted to apply it but I totally forgot. So we're gonna do a little bit of that now. I just wanted really bronzy glowy skin, but like I really wanted the focus to be my lips. Actually, that's what I did for last Thanksgiving. I used that lipstick, but I did it like as a brown, not a purple. Okay, so this added like a really subtle sheen. Okay, so I also decided to pull out this BH Cosmetic highlight palette. This is a 6-pan palette from them. It's in the Spotlight Highlight palette. This is what it looks like. And what I'm going to do is use this to highlight my nose and my inner corner. For my inner corner, I'm going to go with the shade Ethereal and Glow. This is a really pretty eyeshadow palette. My only complaint is that there are some shades that I find that aren't like super, or they're like, all the shades are like shimmery but not, I guess, like intense in any way, if you know what I mean. And so if that's something you're looking for, then like there's no glitter to this palette. So it depends on what you like and what you're really looking for, if you're gonna like it or not. I'm also gonna do my nose with it, and I'm gonna go with the shade Glow, which is the one I just used. That's a little Beamin highlight though. Yeah, I never meant to say this wasn't intense. I just mean it's not like it's not glittery in the slightest. So I'm gonna take my regular highlight brush and just kind of like diffuse that. And next I'm going to go in, I don't think I actually want to use this for like face highlight. That's one of the things that like always gets me about this. I'm going to go for something a little bit more golden. This is the Maybelline Master Chroma highlight. This is a really beautiful highlight, you guys. This one's in the shade Molten Gold. Actually, before I even do that, I'm going to spritz my face. That way that highlight will stick really nicely and all of those powders will like be absorbed into the skin. It'll be amazing. Beautiful. So what I like to do is make sure my setting spray dries a little bit before I go in with my highlight. Otherwise the highlight can almost tend to look a little patchy, and we're trying to avoid that. I love me a bold lip and I really haven't been doing them. So you guys see that? Ooh. And literally this is a highlight from Maybelline, like a literal drugstore highlight. Okay, so next, oh my god, I can't even talk. I'm gonna go in with the Profusion Blush 2 palette, and I was hoping to like dabble into these berry tones. We'll see how this goes. I might actually have to mix it with like a matte, softer one. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in the shade Mellow Wine. And I'm just gonna use a really soft brush for application. So I'm gonna go with the matte shade, which is in the shade Lovejoy, but I was hoping to do like really berry cheeks. So I feel like it really does tie it together, but especially if you're like my skin tone or lighter, you're gonna want to use that really sparingly. And I'm just kind of like diffusing it. Like I'm literally like barely tapping my brush into the product. It's just super pigmented. Okay, now that I look like a Barbie doll, I actually ended up not using the Wet n Wild blush. I'm actually gonna go back into highlight real quick just to intensify this area right here that kind of got lost. Okay, so now the last thing I'm gonna do is just spritz my face and make sure that everything is really nicely set in place. I've been using this NYX Bear With Me spray a lot for pretty much every time I do my makeup, mostly because it's just like at my desk and I'm not like really trying to have like a super prolonged makeup effect. If that were the case, I would go in with the Milani Make It Last. This is the original one, except it's like the product is original but it's just scented. This one is the Kiwi Melon. So if I really wanted this to last through Thanksgiving dinner, through the football games, through Black Friday shopping, which I'm not going to be doing this year, but like if I really wanted this makeup to last from like noon to midnight and later, I would use this. But let's be real, it's not Thanksgiving, I'm not wearing this, and I'm really just going to be wearing it for a little bit and then I'm going to be done. So that's what it is. Okay you guys, so this is the finished result, the finished look. I also did do my hair because I thought that really would give you a better idea of like how I would style this look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and honestly create something beautiful, even if it's just for yourself to sit in the living room. Who cares? That's pretty much all we do anyway, right? We just sit with our families. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.